Looks like we're live. He says. I don't know why it's not letting me stream on Facebook. It's really bizarre. Looks like we're on YouTube, so that's good enough, I suppose. Okay. I don't get why it's not doing the thumbnail for me. That's really odd. I don't understand that, but never mind. Keep locating it, which is really odd. Right, okay, I think we're pretty much there. I thought we were, but now it's buggered up again. So I'm at a point now I just can't be arsed with this. Things are not going to work, it's a little bit of a pain. Okay. Let's delete that space because that space is useless. Nobody wants to put a chat on space. Oh, that's okay, but hey, we want to get to know each other a little bit better on Twitterverse. Why does it sound so low? Why does it sound so low? Okay, well that's better. Right, I wasn't hearing anything before. Now it's a bit better. And the mic level's been a bit down a little bit as well, so if I up that a little bit, it might actually help. So, where were we? Right. Labour government guesswork, asylum immigration mess, London over. Do I think London's over? No, I don't. That's pretty much summed up that topic in one. It's a mess? Yes, it is. There's no question about it. Just a few notes on that first, before I get to Labour government guesswork and asylum immigration mess. Would people stop going after Sadiq Khan? Because you guys have been doing that now for how many years now? What have you achieved exactly? Just tell me the truth. What have you achieved by attacking him personally? Because that's what you're doing. You've achieved nothing. Beat him on policy, not antics. Beat him on policy, not personality. The guy has a winning record, not a losing record, unlike some people. You can easily beat him. It just requires a little bit more oomph from reform, and those out there who support them as well. I'm getting a little bit tired of this, well, crime is bad in London. Yes, we know. Why you keep preaching to the choir every time? Crime is bad in London. Look how bad knife crime is. Yeah, I know. I've lived there for most of my life. Hello, Earth, to the people out there who don't live in London. Hello? Anyone home? Yes, I know what it's like. So do most people. It's just so damn tiring hearing the exact same nonsense over and over again. You want to win in London and take it back, you've got to do a little bit more better than talk about how bad crime is in London. As if we don't know. Sadiq Khan didn't put knives in the hands of those young people. Sadiq Khan didn't tell parents to give their kids knives. Sadiq Khan didn't tell kids to join gangs. You can say a lot about Sadiq Khan, but stop talking bullshit. All of you. You have no clue what's going on down here. No clue. I've lived in London most of my life. I've worked in London as well, and I continue to work in London until to this day. And this idea that somehow that Sadiq Khan's the reason why London's a mess is just complete and utter horseshit. He may be part of the problem, but he's not the reason why it's a mess. Let me remind you, the entire country is a mess. Labour don't run every part of the country. So is London over, as some people keep saying? I've heard this regurgitated crap, and I'll keep swearing if I have to, so be it. Regurgitated bullshit from people for the last 30 years of my life. Just stop embarrassing yourself when you keep talking about London and how bad it is. Stop embarrassing yourself. All the time being in London, have I ever been a victim of a crime? No. Do I live in nice posh areas? No, definitely not. So yes, it is lawless when the term is used when you talk about how criminals are getting away with crimes. But since when does the mayor prosecute crimes and say out the charges to those who are actually found guilty? Don't think it's him, is it? Him or her, whoever Sadiq Khan identifies himself as. Stop wasting your breath on this, seriously. It's a waste of time and it's embarrassing. The people in charge right now, the Labour government, have lied time and time again. If people do some simple, I don't know, research, you'll find there's a lot of things out there which is quite concerning. Because we're going to have bigger problems in the future if we don't put a foot down on this. If I can reveal my screen, take off the image. A simple search on Google, Home Office plans to relocate asylum seeker. Or asylum seekers, right? Let's just go back to some headlines to clarify some of these things first, because we're making it as if this is new. It's not new, it's old news. We knew about this. Home Office wants to house asylum seekers in empty tower blocks. These properties could then become temporary accommodation for the homeless or provide other community services later down the line, the minister said. The minister in question, does actually say here, there it is, Home Office Minister Dame Angela Eagle. And that was dated on June the 10th, 2025. I don't recall many people talking about this on social media at the time. Maybe one or two, that's about it. Next headline. June 11th, a day later, BBC. UK will end use of asylum hotels by 2029, Reeves says. That's Rachel Reeves. How convenient by that point they're hoping that somehow the hotel's use will end by then, as I promised, but after you've let in God knows how many people into the country. Unveiling her spending review on Wednesday, this back last month, the Chancellor pledged £200 million to cut the asylum backlog, hear more appeal cases, and return people who have no right to be here. Well, the last time I checked, Rachel Reeves, no one has a right to be here. You can't just walk in and say, I want to be a citizen. Doesn't work like that. Ministers say hotels will be phased out by cutting small boat crossings. What a great job you've done with that so far, haven't you, Labour? and building new government-owned accommodation for asylum seekers. Oh, look at that. New government-owned accommodation for asylum seekers. So you can't cut the small boat crossings because you're useless. And I get the feeling the reform will struggle with this as well, but we'll have to wait and see. Then you can use our taxpayers' money after increasing our taxes to accommodate asylum seekers. And God knows who else. Because they're not just going to put asylum seekers in there, they're going to put migrants in there who have no background checks as well. You're then going to put people who are generally good people coming from abroad in those same places too. Effectively what they're going to do here is, and I'll get to the crunch point as you can see here, asylum sites to be expanded as ministers bid to end hotel use. So they're already using them. Large asylum seeker sites like Wethersfield Air Base in Essex are set to be expanded on the plans and the use of asylum hotels, BBC can reveal. Now what's this stupid about this is that you're not going to be able just to put them in here like this. You have to go in there, refurbish them, make them livable at least, as a decent level, which of course will cost money. Our money, again. It goes back to something I said many times on my streams when I used to have a very reasonable big channel on YouTube as I was growing back in the day. I would say the government would never want to solve the problem, they want to accommodate the problem. Okay, we have a problem here, let's accommodate it. Let's not fix it, let's accommodate it. So after Keir Starmer attacks the Tories over this, he then pledges to close the Wethersfield asylum facility during last year's election campaign, but now they're saying, you know what, we might need it. The taxpayer cost of asylum hotels has rocked in recent years, with total accommodation contracts now set to be worth £15.3 billion over a 10-year period. 1.53 billion each year. Back in May, they talked about how it was going to trouble, the costs were going to go up. Back in May. So they're not looking just to get rid of people. They're not going to do that at all. They're saying, well, actually, let's just accommodate it because it's costing too much to put them in hotels. Let's put them in houses. Asylum homes for couples and parents, says council. Planned accommodation for asylum seekers in the town centre would be suited for couples or parents with children, the council said. And so our brother has actually attacked this, of course. It says the Home Office proposal to house 35 people in Waterlooville as utterly inappropriate and has set up a petition which attracted more than 9,000 signatures. Of course, Labour couldn't do anything else but attack the Tories over this by saying they want to exacerbate fear. Of course, bearing in mind the Tories were one of the reasons why this actually happened in the first place. So it'll say a Home Office consultation ends on Friday, 2 days from now, after which will decide whether to approve the proposed accommodation. So whether Braverman can shout from the rooftops as much as she wants, her voice is pointless in all this. It's pointless. So what's actually going to happen in the end? Why have I even brought this up? The reason why I brought this up is because everyone here knows that what ends up happening in this situation, what's going to happen in the end, when it's all said and done, you are going to create ghettos. I don't use that term to offend anyone, that's all. Right? I don't use that term to offend anybody. That is a fact. There'll be drugs, more gang activity. There'll be gangs from outside these places want to get involved too. Then you have to hear from the government, oh, we have to spend more money on the police and create new task forces out there. These task forces are required to tackle this crime. All this other nonsense. Well, this is all happening, right? All this is happening right now. You have the ongoing saga with Afghans being brought in here unvetted, which, by the way, should still be a top headline, but it's not even near the headlines, because Trump can't wait to make everything about himself. I'm sorry, reformers out there, stay away from that guy. Let's concentrate on the UK, forget America. Let's concentrate on the UK, forget about Israel and Palestine. UK is the number one priority right now. Number one priority. If we don't win well in 2029, you've only got yourself to blame. End of. It's funny, the actual people that are causing most of the problems of this asylum seekers and migration situation we have, it's not foreign people, it's not migrants, not people who have got second or third generation immigrants in this country, it's white people. White folks are causing most of these problems now. Let them in here. Then complain why the NHS is so damn expensive. Well on to those who actually fought back. Right? Those people who actually fight back, you get absolutely nothing but credit. Nothing but my respect. Fight back in every way you can. Especially those who protested, you deserve nothing but respect. Don't waste your time on London knife crime because that won't change. We have a border that's not secure.